Here. Ready for the giveaway? Awesome channel. Happy to find out you're a brother in Christ. Hopefully, I'll start filming videos from my iPhone for now. That's it, man. Thanks for tuning in. Good old South Texas bass fishing. Yeah, I just start somewhere, man. Start on your phone. I had a GoPro for a while. I had a GoPro 3. I had a GoPro 3 Plus, and I used that for a long time. And I would film and never post videos. I just started this channel back last summer, but I'd been filming for, I don't know, probably 2 years, maybe 2.5 years. Yeah, I just love videoing. I just love, keeping those memories and logging them for later. It's fun. It's fun. And sometimes I'll post a video that's not barely happened. Like sometimes I'll post a video that was a couple years ago, just because I like to show you guys, kind of before and after, like how I started and how we are now. Now I got a GoPro 8, which I kind of wanted to show y'all like what I kind of use and maybe help anybody who would like to start a channel. Just my little carry case here. I got a GoPro 8 for my birthday. My girlfriend bought it for me. And I want to say thanks to her because she's awesome. And a little stand here. And here is the GoPro 8. This camera, man, is incredible. Incredible camera. It's a GoPro 8 Black. I mean, you can do everything with this camera. One of the features I like to use is the looping feature. So a lot of times when you're fishing, it's kind of tough because you only have a certain number of batteries and a certain number of cards. And man, when you use up the batteries or the cards, it's over with. So one of the things I like to do is a looping feature, and it's there. I can show it to you. And what it does is it nonstop records, but depending on the increment you want. So you could do like a 5-minute increment, I think a 20-minute, a 60-minute, and I think that's it. Anyway, so what it does is it lets you record the whole duration of your trip. And let's say let's say I start fishing at 9 o'clock and I'm fishing nonstop. And an hour goes by and I finally get my first hit at 10 o'clock. So it had been recording from 9 all the way to 10. So after I finish catching that fish and I say, here you go, throw it back in the water, I click the button and the button will save just the last 5 minutes instead of the whole 1 hour. So it's a really cool feature. So instead of saving a whole hour, it just saves 5 minutes. So you save a lot of time looking for the video later, and you save a lot of time on your card too. So that's a really great way to do it. But you can do that with your phone too. I like to use my phone just if I need like a quick shot or something, or I have a tripod. A lot of times I'll set a tripod off to the side and I'll record like that. Just so I get those 2 camera angles. And a lot of times too, my girlfriend will also film if she's there. So she's pretty awesome. She got, in this last video, y'all need to check it out, the fly fishing one. That was pretty cool. I got to kind of use the 2 angle thing, which is kind of hard because you're kind of like trying to line up the voices and stuff. But anyways, what's up, Stookie? How you doing, man? Hey, brother. Aviston Outdoors. I only have 34 subs. Been trying for years. I have Akuso EK 7000. What is that? Is that a camera? The Akaso EK 7000. It was good seeing you in the jetties in early March. What's up, Eric? Yeah, man. I was at the jetties. Was that day that we were catching sheep's head? Yeah, that was a good video, man. People were pulling them out like crazy. We were only there for like 2 hours, and we were kind of there at like a weird time. It was like 11 a.m. to 2. And the cool story about the cool thing about that video, Eric, is that so the place is packed, right? And we had just pulled up. We were getting our stuff out and getting ready to go. Well, anyways, I see this guy in a wetsuit, and he starts walking over past us, and he's got like a spear gun and everything. And I talked to him. I said, "Hey, what's going on? Did you get any fish today?" And he's like, "Oh no, it was all right. It was kind of packed and this and that." And I said, "Okay." And I said, "Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna go for some sheep's head. I got some live shrimp and whatnot." And he said, "Okay, sheep's head, huh? Hmm." He said, "Go all the way down, and on your right hand side, they should be right there." And I was like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna listen to this guy because he's going under the water and checking everything out." So sure enough, man, we went all the way down to the end. It's a long walk. Went all the way down to the end, put on the little circle hook, put on the split shot, threw the shrimp out, and sure enough, man, we started catching them. But man, those sheep's head are tough. They're like super good bait stealers. It's almost like bluegill or like a little bait fish or something. They just kind of just nibble, nibble, nibble. So you gotta be good with that. Uh, it is. Oh, it's a camera. It's a chest cam. Hey man, well use what you got. You never know. You never know. The hardest thing with YouTube is just staying consistent. You just got to keep posting and keep posting. And a lot of times you feel like it's not your best, but I mean, I'd rather post something than post nothing. Not to say that you should post garbage. I mean, post post good stuff, but I mean, do your best, right? Do your best and forget the rest. First thing you ask, how come you're not fishing? Oh yeah, I remember that, Eric. You're my mom's friend. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, I was wondering why you were just walking the jetties instead of actually fishing, man. I mean, it's if I'm next to water, I got a fishing pole in my hand. I mean, if I'm next to water, I got this little guy and I'm ready to go. Just kidding. I don't use this one except for like a one video I did messing around with that for those little bass. Have you done a fishing challenge with your girl with dad and brother? Yeah, I would like to do that. My dad and my brother have not really been on the YouTube videos, Tim, but I need to do that. That would be a good challenge. We did do a challenge with Nicole one time. It was like a green pumpkin versus black and blue challenge, and she ended up beating me that day. But it's because I caught two fish, but my second fish was like this big, so it doesn't. I guess she beat me in size, but it was 2-2. How many gigs is your SIM card in the camera when you're out fishing? Doesn't matter. Ryan, usually I'm doing a 64 gig card, and depending on the like the quality you want, if you're gonna do 4K, which I don't recommend that. I'd probably do 1080. Usually 64 gigs will give you about 2 hours, 2 hours 15 minutes of solid record time. But I mean, a 32 gig is good too. I mean, I would probably say to get a couple small cards instead of like one big card, because I mean, what if you forget it or you lose it or something? You could always. I have like two 32s and a 64, but most of the time I put the 64 in, and I'll do 1080. If I'm doing like a close up or if I'm doing like a kind of like some nice slow footage, I'll do 4K 60. Um, but most of the time it's 1080, and I have three GoPro batteries, and usually I'm good. I usually switch maybe one or two times, and I'll keep the 64 gig in there. And I keep doing that looping feature. So that looping feature really helps. Excuse me, really helps with the memory thing. Nice. Have to go back take a look at it. Yeah, Rich. Rich. How much is your GoPro gear altogether? Moss and Menos. Ooh, it's Moss instead of Menos. I wish it was Menos. Um, see, the GoPro 8 Black was, I want to say she got it for, so my girlfriend got it for me for my birthday, and it came with the GoPro, it came with the stand, and it also came with a memory card, and I want to say that was like 380. It ended up being like $400. But I mean, I've added a few things like I got on Amazon and I got, or eBay actually, and I got this little charger by Wasabi Power. I mean, it's just a cheap charger, but I mean, it works. I got some Wasabi Power batteries. If you put these in, like, it'll tell you, here, I'll do it right now. It'll tell you, like, please use GoPro battery for, like, optimal whatever, but, like, it'll still work. It's, I dropped it. I'll grab the other one. Like, it'll still work, but it's like saying, please use GoPro battery for optimal whatever. Come on, turn on. There you go, battery notice. It'll say that. I don't know if y'all can see that. Anyways, it says use the GoPro battery for Hero 8 Black to enable all of your camera's features. But I mean, it works. It works just fine. It's fine. But anyways, what was that, Tim? What do you something? What is your setup for audio when you're out fishing? Okay, so the cool thing about this one, Tim, is it has a great microphone here in the front. So I don't really use what do you call it, a lapel mic. You can get one on Amazon, and when I had my GoPro 3, I would use a lapel mic, but you got to be careful because sometimes the audio will be just mono instead of stereo. So make sure if you get what do you call it, a lapel mic, that it is stereo, because if you see like a 3.5 millimeter jack, which is like your normal headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter, if it has one ring, then it's mono, and you're only going to get sound on one side in the video. If it's stereo, then you're going to get sound in both. But the kind of the cruddy thing about this GoPro is that now if you want to do like any sort of extra stuff, it has to go through this one port, which is a USB-C port. And so if I want to add like a lapel or anything like that, it has to go through there. Now GoPro sells a media mod, which is like $80, which is kind of expensive. But the thing that's terrible is that it's waterproof like this, but if you want to access the port and put like a lapel mic in, then that has to be open, which that's terrible because that's where your battery goes and that's where your SIM card goes. So I don't want to be recording with that plugged in and like that. I mean, that's just, it probably won't fall out, but you just, I mean, this is expensive stuff. So what they do sell is, uh-oh, I just broke it. No, I'm just kidding, guys. It comes off. But what they do sell is like a little hole. You can go like, I think Ulanzi. That's the kind of thing I have, the tripod. They sell like a little door with a hole, and you can use that, and that works fine. But then it's not waterproof. So I don't know. I mean, the media mod's cool that GoPro sells, but it's $80. I kind of don't like that they took away the jack, they took away the compatibility, and then they make you buy something else. I mean, I already paid, or I didn't pay for it, but my girlfriend did. But you pay like $400 for this, and then they want you to buy something on top of that. It's just like, what? It's crazy. It gets real expensive real quick. All right. I have a GoPro 4. Yeah, that GoPro 4 was good. Actually, John B., which is one of the YouTubers that I would watch back at the day. I still watch him. His Red Sea stuff is awesome. He went to the Red Sea and caught GT and stuff like that on the fly. But he had a GoPro 4 Silver, I think the touchscreen, for like the longest time. He finally upgraded to, I think, an 8. But that GoPro 4 Silver's really good. So if you guys got a GoPro 4 Silver, that's a really good one. Also, do you use a rigged up battery pack on your GoPro or just keep switching batteries? For now, Tim, I switch batteries, but like I was saying, I like using the door closed, because as soon as you incorporate like a battery pack or something like that, then you're gonna have to, here, let me grab this. So let's say I have a external battery pack, which I do somewhere. But anyways, if I have my external battery, then it's gonna be like this. So I'm gonna be filming with it like this. So that's not good, right? Because then that's open, it's gonna fall out. So now they sell the doors with like the little holes there. They're aftermarket, so it's like Amazon. You have to get on Amazon to check that out. But then that would be great because this can record and charge at the same time. So if you have your external charger or whatever portable charging device, you can plug that in and be recording, and then you're golden on battery life. But I would suggest getting the door with the little hole on it, or get the media mod, because that's probably your best bet. But yeah, I mean, I got this battery charger and two of these for like $25. So it's just like, what do you want to spend your money on? Do you want to spend your money on a GoPro mod and a battery charger deal? I mean, it's just whatever you want to spend your money on. For now, I'm just switching batteries. But you know, it is kind of scary, like, especially like when I did that kayak video, and I'm in the middle of the ocean, and you got to be switching batteries on a little kayak that's a rickety kayak. So that would not be good. Have a good night. Let's go fishing sometime. Hey, Eric, I'm down, man. Thank you. Have a good night. You be safe, and we'll do it. I am down. I am down, down, down. Good deal. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. If ever I'm doing like a selfie thing, I'll have this, and the cool thing about this GoPro 8, guys, is that it has two little feet now. So you don't have to worry about like a case. Like, it's already like a waterproof case. So anyway, so what I do is I'll put that there, and like I'll be ready to go. The old GoPros were kind of cruddy because you had to have a case, and I don't know. But now it's ready to go like that. So pretty cool. And this is a cool little stick here that it comes with. Got the little feet, so you can hold it up, ready to go. Hold it. A little telescopic or whatever. So, and there's so many different settings on this GoPro. So when you go to the screen, let's see it. When you go to the screen, it has like what you want to use there on the bottom. So right now I have it on standard, but I mean, it has a myriad. Oh, you like that word, myriad? It has a myriad of options that you can do. So it has cinematic, which is 4K 30, and you can customize all this stuff. So my settings are like cinematic for my selfie stuff, 4K 30 in linear. And then whenever I'm fishing, I'll go to the looping, which is the second one, which is a 1080 60 frames per second, and it's at a 5-minute increment. So that's the one where I can record for a whole hour, and then when I catch a fish, I can click the button, and then it'll get the last 5 minutes. And then I have like a standard, which is like a 1080 30, which actually that's the one we're using to record our services yesterday. 1080 30. But anyways, I mean, it has so many, and you can customize everything. So like the first one, so you go to the pencil there, and you click on it, and then you have all these options. You can do 4K 30. You could do linear. So if I click on the lens, and I can do linear, or I could do wide, or I could do super view, which that's like a crazy big view. But anyways, you know, like this GoPro 8 is awesome. The only bad thing is that, you know, it's expensive, but it's pretty great. I like it. Powering off, and then of course it has the voice thing. You can say GoPro on or GoPro off. I turn that off because it does waste a little more battery life than if you weren't supposed to do it. But anyways, if anybody doesn't have any more questions, just wanted to check up on you guys, make sure you're good. I kind of wanted to finish it up talking about some knots. So I've been really like going through knots with this whole fly fishing experience. They have so many knots that I didn't really like know about before. But anyway, so one of the knots I like to use the most, and this is probably because it's like super easy, is the Palomar knot. So Palomar knot's probably, I think, the best knot for braid. So I'm just using a paper clip for an example. But anyways, the Palomar knot, you go through once, and then you go back through again. There you go. So I go through once, and then I go back through again. And then you just do a simple overhand knot, like so. Okay. And then you just put the lure or paper clip, whatever you got, through the loop, and then you wet it. I'm not going to lick that because that's yarn. And then you pull it down, and that's the Palomar knot. And it's great. I think the Palomar knot's super awesome. Anyways, another knot I like to use is the cinch knot. So I use this one with like fluorocarbon or whatever, and you go through there one time, right? And then what you're gonna do is twist it like 2 or 3 times, or you could just go around. It's like whatever is easier for you, but most of the time I just get here and I twist it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 100, whatever you want to do. And then you go through that little bitty hole there, and then you got the cinch knot. Ah, it's not going through. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. And then you put the line through that tiny little hole. Oh, I can't get it. Get through there, buddy. Yeah. Anyways, you get the gist of it. There you go. And then there's also the double cinch, which is you rotate it, you go through the bottom hole, and then you go through the top hole. I'll show you that one really quick. So you go here, rotate 1, 2, 3, 4, 12. And then you're going to go through this one here on the bottom. And then you're going to go through this other one here on the side, like that. And that's like the double clinch. It's pretty cool too. But one of the things for doing the line to line, which has been tough, because like when I'm fly fishing, oh, my charger fell out. When I'm fly fishing, you have to tie like a tippet sometimes. So like whenever you're tying a tippet, you have to use what they call like a surgeon's knot. I mean, you could do really any kind of knot, but uh, it's pretty cool because if I'm gonna tie it knot to knot, you can do the uni to uni, or you could do this one. So the cool thing about the I don't know if y'all can see that or not. But, oh, it broke. That's cool because I don't have scissors. There we go. There we go. So if I'm gonna go like line to line, where'd the other one go? There it is. So line to line, I put it side by side. Okay. And I rotate and make it into a small circle like that. And then I just rotate it 2 times, like this tag in here, rotate it 2 times through, and then you pull, and that is the surgeon's knot. And I know you guys can't see that. Let me get some yarn here. I just don't have scissors. Do I have scissors? Maybe I do. Oh, I have truck keys. And truck keys have a little fishing tool. Here we go. All right, let me cut this yarn here. All right. Anyways, so one piece of yarn here, and let me cut the other one. Bear with me, guys. All right. So line to line. So you get the lines, you cross them, and then you rotate to make a little loop. That does not want to cooperate. There we go. To make a loop like that. And then you get these two lines and you go through once, okay? And then you get these two lines and do it again. You can do 3 times if you want, if you feel like that's going to be best because you catch a giant fish. I catch tiny fish, so I only do it twice. And then you pull it through, and then you have your line-to-line connection. And I believe that is the surgeon's knot. I could be wrong. I've been wrong before, and I'll probably be wrong again. Amen. Probably the one I use the most, and this is to connect fluorocarbon or mono to your braid, because down here fishing for trout and reds, they got teeth like you would not believe, because everything in Texas has teeth and wants to bite you, sting you, poke you, smash you, whatever. So uni to uni, you make a loop on one side. This yarn does not want to work with me today. There we go. A loop on one side, and you put this here behind it. Okay, you with me? So I made a loop, right? And then you put the yarn behind or in front, however you're looking at it. Lay it on side, pinch it, as they say. And then you're going to get this tag, and you're going to go through the hole, around, through the hole, around, through the hole. Okay? And then you're going to hold the tag end and hold the other two tag ends, and you're going to pull. Here we go. And that's going to make like a little wall, like a little line wall. Okay? If I were to pull this, it would come right off. Okay? But I'm not going to do that. Now I'm going to do the same thing. So over here, you tag it. So imagine this is connected to the rod or whatever. Make another loop on this side of the little wall. Okay, so all I did is make a loop on this side of the wall, and then I'm going to go same thing through, around, around, and around 2 or 3 times. The more the better, I guess. And there you go. So now I have a wall and a wall, and now I'm going to pull it, and it's going to stop each other. And that is the uni to uni knot. It's a great knot. It's a great knot. You see that? So this would be like my mono over here in my braid. And I do that. So like I rarely, probably never use metal in the saltwater. I always do line-to-line connections. A lot of times too, I'll do like a loop knot. I guess I could show y'all that too. I'll do like a loop knot because whenever you have a jig head, you want to have the most like free-flowing stuff here. So if it's a tight connection, maybe it won't be as fluid. So you do a loop knot, and the way I learned the loop knot is from Flats class, C.A. Richardson. Anyways, okay. And then you're going to go through your lure or paper clip, whatever you fish with. Okay. Everybody with me? Made a loop, and then I went through. And now I'm going to take this tag end and put it through that loop there. Okay. Tag end a yarn, put it through there. Okay. And then what I like to do, this is not exactly what he does, but what I like to do is to pinch this and to go around once or twice. Okay. And now you're going to go back through that loop there. Some people will go through that little tiny loop there, but most of the time I just go back through there. So got the circle, got the loop, the yarn goes through. Work with me, darling. Anyways, there we go, got it. And now that is a loop connection. And the cool thing about this is you'll naturally have your mono or whatever it is come back this way. So when you're fishing with it, it'll be weedless versus if you had the mono sticking this way, it'd pick up every piece of grass you could think of. But anyways, of course, you're going to clip that. But yeah, that is a loop knot connection. And that's great because it'll swivel a lot back and forth. And anyways, I think it gives better action. I don't know. Whatever works for you guys, whatever builds the confidence. But anyways, guys, that's just my knots and my camera, my gear, how I do it. Stay tuned for more. The 1,000 subscriber giveaway is coming up soon. Obviously, as soon as we get 1,000 subscribers. So for now, if you do want to be a part of the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and then you go to the latest video, which is the fly fishing video. And great info on the uni. Always use time I braid the floor, by the way. Before I forget, on the ringworms from mesh we talk about, try putting them on a flash. Okay. Thanks, Tim. I'll do that. That owner flashy swimmer, that's a great one. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so if you want to do the giveaway, sorry guys, lost my train of thought. So if you want to subscribe, if you want to be a part of the giveaway, you need to subscribe to my channel and go to the latest video, which is the fly fishing video. Leave a comment, and boom, you guys are entered. I'm not sure how many things I'm gonna give away. I might do like 3. Might do like 3 things. So anyway, stay tuned, and I appreciate you guys so much. It's been great. It's been a great journey so far. It's hard to believe that I've already done like 30 videos. Man, it's crazy. But anyways, started in July, and here we are coming back to the summer. The school year is slowly coming to an end, a very strange end. I'm working from home right now, so for those of y'all who don't know, I'm not a professional YouTuber, obviously. I work at school, but anyways, right now I'm working from home because we are in a quarantine. So right now I'm doing online teaching, which is weird, very weird, strange. But anyways, getting through it. Anyways, we can do all things through Christ, right? So anyways, all right, guys, thank you so much. Signing off. Appreciate you guys. Stay safe, be smart, and we'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much.